Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow, where we discuss everything and anything. And as you know, I'm your host, Fine Boy David, and today we'll be discussing about the stigma of broken homes. Some children are raised by a single parent, either mom or dad, and then there are people who are raised with both parents. And people who are raised with both parents would prefer to be with people who were raised with both parents. So let's say I'm dating a girl and I find out that along the line, our mommy and our daddy separated because of one or two things that are not natural. Let's say they're separated because something happened, the dad left. Fine. Why did the dad leave? There's a stigma that, okay, people are going around, I can't marry someone that did not have two parents. So that's what I want to discuss today. Is it a mentality we should be walking around in this day and age as Gen Zs, raising the generation alphas? Is this something we want to pass on to the younger generation? And to discuss this with me is the one and only Cynthia to my left.
Hi.
It's nice to have you on the show, Cynthia.
Nice to be here.
And to my right is Dime. It's nice to have you on the show. And Alia.
Hello.
It's nice.
Thank you for having me.
It's nice to have you on the show. So I want to first ask straightforward questions. Alia, would you marry someone who was raised by an only parent?
Yes.
Let's never go to
would.
marriage. Let's never go to marriage. Would you date someone who was raised by an only parent?
I would.
You would.
I would.
Would you?
I'll think about it.
Do you think about it? Why would you think about it?
Experiences and stuff.
Experiences and stuff. So
Yeah.
you've seen people who were raised by a single parent. What about you?
I would
You would date someone?
date the person
Mm.
who end up getting married.
Say. I didn't hear you say it again.
But I would date the person.
And
And
end
even
up
end
getting
up
married.
getting married to the person. Mhm.
Would you say it's wrong for us to be carrying around the mentality of single parenting as a yardstick to being with someone?
Yes,
It is.
it is.
Why?
It's wrong.
Why is it
See,
wrong?
it's like you are saying any child from a broken home
Mhm.
cannot be good. Every child from a broken home is rotten, is bad. It's like a bad egg inside the basket.
Okay. Let's not take it that far.
That's what it is.
Forgive me for the English I'm about to use. It's very colorful. Let's say they have comma.
Come on, in what way?
Like their mentality is not like it's
Even-
not on the same level.
I
with
get
every
even
other
kids
person.
from complete home,
Mhm.
mom and dad, a lot of them have comma. If you even check it, you see that kids that are from complete home, that have mom and have dad, they are the one that are even having score in their head. Yes, because if I'm from a broken home and peradventure I want
You
to
cannot
date
use
you,
a kid from a broken home. You cannot compare a kid from a broken home to a kid that is raised by
parents.
two parents. Yes.
that's
you
where we are
cannot-
missing it. Oh,
You cannot
the
compare
fact that
them.
this kid
You
is
cannot
raised by
compare.
one parent
In
and
as
this one
much
is
as
raised
I'm
by
not
two does
using-
not mean that
in as much as
nothing
I'm
good can come out from
In
this
as much
one.
as I'm not judging them, I'm not judging
Yes.
them. It's not their fault. But you cannot still compare them.
See, I think we are missing it there.
You can't compare
The
them
fact
for
that
any reason.
see, it's very simple. You are from a broken home, yes. You are not from a broken home, yes. You see, this one that is from a broken home, the tendency for this person to get married and remain in marriage is higher than this other person. It's higher. Let's be sincere.
Like-
Because you're already from a
Let me
broken
get
home.
you, let me get
You
you,
do
let me
not want
get
to be and you do not want that lineage to
Perspective.
continue. But you see, this one that is from a broken, that is not from a broken home. If you do, there's one song they used to sing in Benin. Meaning, if you talk to me anyhow, my father has a house. I will pack my things and I will go. It's as simple as that. Those people that are not from broken home, that's what they do. But you see, when you are from a broken
I
home,
think people from a broken home, they can
see, yes,
they
they
can
have the
leave marriage
tendency.
easily.
No,
okay,
People
they are ready
have
to
the
die
tendency,
there.
yes, because they don't want the narrative to keep on going. You see, there is a stigma that goes with it. They don't want that stigma to go with their child because they already know this is what I'm suffering. This is what I suffered. If you check people from broken home, you see that they don't really get married quickly because a lot of parents will be like, yeah, from a broken home. The boy might accept them, but you see the boy's family might not accept them. They'll be like, they are from a broken home. This one, that one, that one. I went somewhere not quite long. And the first question these people asked me was, is your mom and your dad together? I felt offended. My parents are married, still married, together, but I felt offended. You know why? What if they were not together? Does that mean that the relationship I had with this person will just end like that? Because I'm not from a home that my parents are still together. It should not be a yardstick for anything. The fact that you are opportune to come from a home that your father and your mother are still together is something you should be grateful for, yes. But if I'm coming from a home that my parents are not together, I don't think you should judge or say anything about it. You don't. Sometimes it might not even be that the woman has issues or the man has issues. It might just be that there are this little or one thing. What if the man or the woman does not have issue, but the man's family has issue? Go.
You're forgetting the part of a single mother or having pregnancy out of wedlock.
See,
while in
that one
secondary
is
school.
there.
Now, maybe that's where the person that asked you that question is coming from. But you just saying
No,
that the part
that was
of,
not where the person was coming
divorce
from.
and
The person was coming from,
parents
like,
together.
is your parents still together? Are they still together? Are they still married? Me, I already know where that question is coming from, where it's going to. It's like that. I already know. And the person that asks, there's a way you ask a question. You'll be like, okay, the way your facial expression will be like, this is where this person. There's a way you ask a question of if you were giving birth to out of wedlock.
Maybe he does not want his child to get married to.
But
should
that be a yardstick?
It shouldn't be a yardstick. No, it shouldn't be a yardstick. And I'm not saying it should be a yardstick.
Because I'm from a broken home, for instance, doesn't mean I cannot produce a good marriage. We should
If anybody is using it as a yardstick, I won't blame the person.
You try me for
I
me.
wouldn't blame the person. No, I
because
wouldn't.
a lot of persons are saying if you are from a broken home, the tendency for you to maintain is like they are saying if you are from a broken home as a girl, you cannot keep a man. What do you mean? Because my mother was unable, for instance, to keep my father, does that mean I cannot keep a man?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's not the reason why I need to keep a man. So we prove to you that I can keep a man.
Who will teach you? Where is the knowledge coming from? Who is going to direct you?
Good question. Good points.
Who is going to give you?
I like that.
Yes.
Another perspective.
See, you don't really need to learn directly from your parents. I know they will say family is the first socialization stuff. Yes, true. But what if you don't have the opportunity to learn directly from your parents? There are lots of persons. I have someone from a broken home. She's
what
married
if your
now.
environment is affecting
Wait, I have
you?
to say something. She's married now. A very young girl. She's married, and she's married to a person from complete home. You see, this girl, her mentality is different. The way she talks about marriage, you would think she's from a home that the father loves the mother, like loves the mother to the extreme. But my dear, she's from a broken home. She believes so much in marriage. The way she would talk, I'll be like, you sure say now this your mama your papa born you, because I don't relate. The way she respects marriage as an institution, but she's from a broken home.
In all, I know that it's actually affecting the children.
Even those that are not. Wait, I have to say something in regards to that.
Actually,
what about those people
them.
that are from families that the parents are abusive? Does it not affect the children?
It does.
What are we saying? Does that not mean that the child is supposed to be abusive? The first you are from an abusive home does not mean you end up being abusive. The tendency for you to be abusive is high. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's where it comes in. I don't know about the way people think, but the people I used to see and the way I used to think, I feel I'm this kind of person that if you tell me this thing, let me say you say this thing is bad, like you cannot make it. That's just like a motivation for me to make it. That's how I think. Do people around me, that's how they think. So I don't feel if you are coming from a broken home, you will end up having one. I believe that's where you even strive more.
This broken
That's
home.
for you.
That's for you. For me. This broken home.
I swear.
When it comes to marriage, there's a lot of yardsticks.
Yeah.
It's not just about is the home broken. As the home is together, what's going on in the house? Is your mommy beating your daddy? Is your daddy beating your mommy? Is your daddy coming home late?
Is he coming out drunk?
Is your mommy always shouting at your daddy? Is your daddy not? There are a lot of yardsticks, plenty. Yes. When you go and they will ask, most times it's not even the family of your partner that will ask, it's your partner that will ask you these questions. I've heard of some very wild yardsticks, plenty. Like, okay, even if your parents are together, what of your aunts and uncles? That's one. Whoa, do you have albinos in your family? That one they moves me. What happened to the albinos in your family? Do you guys give birth to twins or triplets? Is there a mad person in your family?
Yes.
Yeah, someone with a case, police case in your family.
An ex-convict.
Is there an ex-convict in your family? Then, if it's yardstick, it's plenty. Abi, when it comes to broken homes, I would say that it takes a proper single parent to raise a proper child
Exactly.
to some degree. And the reason why sometimes family break is because one part of the family, something is wrong. Let's say the dad is abusive, and this child grew up to let's say 10, 12 years, seeing his father beat his mom, and then the divorce, and then the child is with the father. You obviously know that this child is going to grow up with the mentality of beating a woman, putting her in place. Mentality of is the alpha of the house. Anything he says should go. And mind you, I've met people like that a lot. Some are reasonable to some degree. Abi, you won't expect that. Let's say 50-50. Let's give it 50-50. This child is raised in a broken home with a proper parent, and then this set of people are raised with improper parenting and all those stuff. It's very hard to distinguish between which is which. So we've put the yardstick out there before we even go. Let me ask you, is your mommy and your daddy together? If your mommy and your daddy are together, they will now ask the following question: is your daddy beating your mommy? Abi? So that's your mommy and your daddy together. It's just like a foundation for a lot more questions to come behind. If your mommy and daddy are not together, why did they separate? It plays, and also it plays a big role because blood they say. Abi, if your daddy could do this, there's tendency you will want to do it too because that's what you grew up learning.
Sorry, and if your mommy could do this too.
Do you get?
Because have you seen the children that follow the mom side?
Obviously.
Like now, the father is beating the mother now. The children now follows the mother. What was the mother trying to pass? Like, if your husband is beating you in a relationship, leave.
Okay, you are saying if your husband is beating you in a relationship, stay.
No,
That's what you are saying, no, bro.
That's not what I'm saying. It's the same thing for the other side.
See.
If your wife is doing something to make you bitter and she leaves, you can still survive. You know that kind of vibe, like not there is nothing new again. If you want to go.
If you want to go. But you see, when it's on abuse case, please don't go. Flee. Run. Disappear. Vanish. Yes, if it's on abuse, domestic violence.
What?
Go.
She get point.
Yes. If once it the person now raise hand, please. If you are saying go, you are doing it now. Me, I've seen since yesterday. That's it.
I thought you'd be part of the women who will say fight back.
No. That you see.
I was
You
expecting
see.
it to. That's what I was expecting.
I'm not like that. Me, I believe if he can beat you,
You can beat him.
he can kill you.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
You can kill.
Yes. Because you know a woman's body is fragile. You don't know the right spot to hit a woman. You might just sit out somewhere now. You feel this place is normal, and the next you see she'll be on the floor. Hey Jesus.
Men no fragile.
The moment she erases his
No,
hand,
listen.
please disappear, disappear.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. Where your parents is coming from really matter.
Yes.
Like how they were raised.
You
It
don't.
really
Yes.
matter because it actually affects you or it's against or
Do you know the way our parents
see,
say?
so
wait,
because
wait,
of that
wait,
I
wait.
say
Endure violence,
Yeah.
endure
Do you know?
abuse.
Do you know? To that degree, we're saying the same thing because if the way your parents were raised determined how they raised you,
yeah.
that means how you were raised. It's going to determine how you are going to raise
Raise your own child. Yes, now.
The
So
same-
it's either make
but
you
that does
or
not-
mind
that
you.
does
So
not mean-
what I'm saying is that if our
Mm.
parents,
It
if
Does not mean
you have
if you are
a,
from an abuse, if you are from a broken home, that you end up in a broken home with a broken home. It does not.
It could.
Mm-mm.
It could.
See, most people from broken home, I used to say it, most children from products of broken home, if you check their life and marriage, their relationship, sometimes they might be authoritative. Yes, very authoritative. I agree. I submit to it. But they try as much as possible to avoid broken homes because they know the stigma that goes with it. if you check children from broken home, they will tell you, have one-on-one conversation with them, they will tell you that life is not easy for single children or
Single
children
mothers.
from single home. Oh. Because this is what they did. It's hard for you to go to a traditional home and you be like, you introduce your partner to your parents. You say, this is my partner, this person wants to get married to. Then your mom will now say, is your mom and your dad, are they still together? And the girl will now say no. See, the way your mom will used to look at that girl, the girl will feel less of herself instantly. She'll get like, okay, that response, it has killed her morale. It will not take grace for that girl to continue that relationship. You get? And if she continues that relationship, she will not want her child or her children to suffer that same thing she suffered. That's life. Is how it is.
You have a strong point there, but I still strongly believe, I don't know, it's very hard to change my mind. I still strongly believe that how you
I
are
also
raised.
say, do you know there's a certain way you look at people from single home?
Me?
Yes.
I do not.
You will not know.
I will know.
For you to support this,
I will know.
There's a certain way you will.
Uh-huh.
There's a certain way you will look at people from broken home.
I will know if I'm looking at you in a very weird way.
You will.
See,
You might not know, David.
the truth of the matter is, if it comes to me and I'm speaking with you and you tell me, oh, you are from a broken home, obviously I want to know why the home scattered.
Exactly.
And if you tell me your dad left, it's
You want
going
to
to
know
be, if you are going to have to defend your mommy to the core. Because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Truth to be told, them, what we don't really speak about is why the home broke. Right? I keep telling people that relationships do not just break all of a sudden.
Or because
Something
because you
breaks
just want to
it
break.
gradually. Do you get it? Something breaks it gradually. You can be dating a guy and he has told you, I don't like this thing. But because you want to do it, you keep doing it. He stops saying he does not like it. Does not mean he does, because you are doing it now and he's gotten used to it. Does not mean he likes it though. He has just gotten used to it. One day he'll be fed up
True.
and he might flare, right? What if the broken home, the dad is abusive because the mom has a characteristic that obviously you're not supposed to have, but you have, and is iking the man, and that's the only reason why he raises his hand to his wife.
Okay, wait. So she has this character, Teva, that she's not supposed to possess, that she's possessing. There's nothing. Even if she's the devil herself,
Wait.
nothing
Okay.
she should do that will make you
raise
raise
your hand.
No, I'm
going
There's
I'm
nothing she should
giving
do that
you
will make you think.
or raising your hand.
Exactly.
Let me now give you another situation.
So are you blaming
we
the
have
girl?
we have two children.
Are you
We
blaming the
have
girl?
we have two
Blaming the
children.
girl.
Chill. We have two children.
Yeah.
Mommy has a character daddy does not like. Daddy cannot do anything about it. Daddy cannot live with this character. And mind you, these children are still babies. Right? They've not noticed anything. If one day something happens and daddy decides he cannot be in this marriage anymore and he walks away, who are you going to blame?
They will say it's the dad now.
See.
The children will be
I'm-
raised.
But Gina,
Are you asking me as a
80%.
child of those?
No, I'm asking you as someone who is
I will blame the
spectating.
two of them. Do you know why?
You won't know. Then
You
nobody will
know.
mention that the wife.
What they will be like, my
because the
children
man that
were young
left.
and the guy left.
Or that.
If he now marries another person, he will say he went to the world.
The tendency of let's say those girls are, those two children are girls. The tendency of them growing up with the same character that the man did not like is over 100.
See.
Because nobody is taming it at this point. It's going to be a normal thing in the house.
Wait, but you know, sometimes when you have something like you have a bad character and you already know that this character is bad, they've already spoken to you about it, just that you cannot work on it, and you are seeing your younger offspring possessing those character, you tend to correct them even
There's nothing you
worse.
can actually do.
Mm-mm.
There's nothing you can actually do.
There is a lot you can do. I've seen situations like that.
You cannot tell a child not to smoke while you smoke. They said, Abi.
No, you cannot. But you can encourage the child
not to smoke.
not to smoke.
The child
and
will
the child
still
will see
smoke.
reasons.
The
When
child
you
will
are
still
against
smoke. You know, children are wired in a very simple way. Oh.
There's
The
The
child
child,
will see
the child will
reasons.
still
You
smoke.
smoke, but there's a way you talk to a child. Communicate with the child. It's not. There's a way you know your child. You know
Okay,
the time, the right
what if
time.
is a cheating woman and the husband has caught her times without number?
Cheating.
Yes. Keep telling. Because this is a real case.
Okay.
So instead of the
What to
husband
do?
beating her, raising and shouting, blah blah blah, the man just walked out of the marriage
Simple. That was what I
Simple.
support.
with the kids. So
Okay, the man went with the kids.
yes, with the
If he
kids.
can take care of them, no problem. Oh.
Yes, but the man is not financially buoyant. He's just there to an extent. So
Okay.
the kids, yes, because their mom sells fruit. So when the woman left, she did not still stop. She's still doing what she's doing and still selling her fruit. So the kids now have to buy the man now have to be buying those fruits for the kids
Children.
to be
Because they've got
selling. They
to-
keep selling. So they have a spot actually where they keep it. So they just carry it from the house to this thing. But now the both parents now they are no longer together. But you know that what I now observe is that, or what I now see is that there are three actually. But before you know it, I don't know, the man they're just there anyway, but the girl now, she's now wild. While the boy now is now a rough guy, rough street guy, that kind of stuff. He smokes, he do this, he do that, he do that. And now their junior brother now is now looking up to his brother like
Obviously,
before.
following
If like that their elder brother now is this cool-headed guy, I believe that their junior brother will be the same. But this one now, he's not following the footsteps of their
So me, I
senior
cannot
brother.
blame
So now
this.
you can see
This
how
whole issue on
this
broken home.
these two parents now are not affecting their
See,
their
Now why are
the
they
father failed in his responsibility.
he's actually trying.
He has failed. He has failed his children. Oh. Either you accept it now or later.
But
He has.
the children are still staying with him.
They are staying with him.
Nevertheless,
But
up
wait,
till
it's not
this
matter of
time.
staying with him. Are those children? Can you bring them? Is he proud of those children currently?
Why won't he be proud?
He will not be proud. That's the see. You don't get when your child is not possessing certain character or being brought up in the normal way. You can never be proud of that child. A girl that is like child of the streets, you now expect the father to be proud. Girl that can be walking on the road and the father will be, let's say, in one beer parlor drinking something, and they'll be like, see that girl. Everybody for this street don't cast. The girl that he can
Don't
never be
cast.
proud. Or imagine that boy now decides to join one or two things. You think the father will be proud? The father has failed. What society expects from that man immediately took those children should be ready to sacrifice everything for those children to make sure that they don't end up on the street. I think if this man had played his role well, those children would have not been the ones selling fruits. What it concerns small pikin concern fruits?
They're not like small.
How old?
They are when it
Is any of
happened.
them done with school?
When it happened, the first one was in SS3.
Imagine.
Then the daughter was in
See, those are kids.
SS1.
If we should rage them, should be like 17 years or 16 years,
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
14 years, let's say 12 years. Those are kids. As at age 20, your parents should be ready to still be funding your lifestyle. 25 self, except let's say on special occasions.
25.
Yes,
25.
yes, my
25.
dear. See, that's where we are missing it.
For women now.
That's where we are missing it. Okay, imagine a child of 25 that is still in school, or 23 is still in school. How do you expect the girl to take care of herself or the boy to take care of themselves? If that man had done his homework very well, diligently, we will not have this issue. He failed those children. And the fact that this man now will not even admit to himself that he has failed those children is another problem to the man and the children. Because the moment he realizes that he has failed those children, he will sit up, he will tighten his belt, and he will start providing. Those kids are not even supposed to be on the road.
So that kind of girl now, you don't use because I read the part where you said you cannot be used as an yardstick to measure.
Yes.
So if that kind of girl now, if your brother bring that kind of girl to the house and say he wants to get married to the girl,
Something good. See, me, the way me I am,
What?
is different. Something good can still come up.
What?
Sorry.
So you see the reason why I
Forgive
said
me,
I
wait,
will
wait,
never
From
judge.
Nazareth.
Wait,
So
wait,
you
wait,
see,
My
wait,
dear,
wait,
something
wait,
good
wait,
can
wait.
come out from that girl.
So that's the
Wait.
reason I said I can never judge anybody that is actually judging them
See,
or
You cannot judge
trying
them.
to, yes.
Me tell me to judge those children. I will judge the parents.
It doesn't, but you've not
I
answered
will
my
judge
question
the
yet.
parents.
You've
You
not
know,
answered my question
you
yet.
know.
Would you, if
I will allow my brother. Oh,
okay, you marry her.
I will not allow on one condition.
What's the condition?
If the girl is not ready to live that lifestyle.
How will you know if she's ready? What if she pretends?
No, see, if you are ready as a girl, let's say you are doing street or whatever.
Many of these broken up homes these days, you know, it's even pretentious ladies that because of your pretentious lifestyle, your husband got married to you, and when finally your stupid character now
Come on.
execute it, then your husband is not like I cannot do this anymore. Then
It's
go our
possible.
separate ways.
It's possible, but I feel everybody deserves second chance. Me.
Yeah.
And you see that girl, she has tasted life. I used to tell people, if you there is a level of enjoyment you will taste. Let's say as a girl,
When you marry, you just succumb.
you
just
smoked.
succumb to any circumstance.
Let's assume you smoked. You've done clubbing. You've done lots of bad things.
Yeah.
You've tasted that lifestyle, and you've seen that there's nothing good there. You don't need somebody to call you back, except your village people. They press your mumu button for house. You will sit down and call yourself back to order. That's what I believe. I believe that girl, if she sees a boy or a man that loves her genuinely, not after her body, not after her money, the girl is willing and ready, she will change. Except the man does not want to be patient. Those people need patience. They are like babies. You hold their hand, they will take their first step.
I love the fact
everything.
that she actually believes in people a lot.
You don't.
And that's why you have the strength.
Okay. Oh.
You don't. They do. They should see this life, and I believe we all deserve second chance. Those people from broken homes, they don't want to come from broken homes. So the fact that they are already from broken homes is already a menace to
Please,
them.
why is the divorce rate? Why is it this high?
If you check divorce rate,
Why is it this
people from complete family, they are the ones even breaking their marriages. Check it. If you know anybody that is divorced,
You check
check
their
the
background.
person's history. You see that the person's mother and father said they are still together. They are still together. The girl will not tell you that. Let's assume it's a girl, but she will not tell you that the nonsense my mother endured, I'm not willing or ready to endure that nonsense. But check a girl from a broken home. She will tell you, I go manage. I grew up without a father present in my life. I do not want my children to experience that. She knows the stigma. Do you know what it is to go to school and they come for PTA meeting and your father is not present? Do you know what it is for your friends to be asking you, where is your mommy, where is your daddy? Why is it only your daddy coming to pick you up? You don't, if you've experienced certain things, you will not want your children to experience it. I'm not from a broken home, but I've experienced the fact that my father was not always around. And my classmates were always asking, Cynthia, where's your mommy? Cynthia, where's your daddy? Because my mommy does not come for PTA meeting or anything. So if they come for PTA meeting, is it that we go ourselves to represent ourselves or we just chill? So when they now come to school on Monday, they'll be like, did your mommy come for PTA meeting? I'll say, no, what did they discuss? Now say, where's your daddy? Why did your daddy not come? That question, my dad is present in my life, but is not around. That question used to ring bell in my head. Not to talk about coming from a home that you know your father is never ever present. That is already a menace to those people. So the fact that you are not judging them over something that they do not have control over, I feel it's something that the society should see. They should fumigate everybody's head and remove that thing that because you are from a broken home. You are from a broken home, you will succeed, my dear. I believe you will succeed in your marriage.
Amen.
That's it. Broken people from broken, they are always succeeding in their marriage.
See. Yardstick for me, remain the yardstick, right? Because there are certain things that happen in a full home that can never happen in a half house. To me,
Love
yeah.
that.
As much as your parents can be good, there are certain things you need to know that it's a man's role to do this, and there are certain things you need to know is a woman's role to do this.
Okay.
No matter how much you are told, execution and theory are two different things, right? Me that I'm from a full house now, I come to someone who's from a half house. Let's say she was raised by her mom. She won't know what a father's role in a house is. She won't know what a husband's role in a house is. You would have to be filling in those gaps little by little, by fire and by force. So, yardstick still remains a yardstick for me. Because I believe that there are some things you can only learn in a full house. If you bring a half house plus a half house, I'm pretty sure that house will succeed. I'm pretty sure that house will succeed. But if you bring a half house to a full house, that's when there's always an issue.
Yes.
So you are
Because they
saying
were
if
trained to do
a broken
everything
home,
on,
if a broken
on
home
their
should
own.
meet a broken home, they will succeed.
Yes.
But if a broken
There's
home,
a higher,
she meets
there's a
a
higher
full home.
tendency.
David, that can never be true.
See,
Trust me.
as I am, let me tell you
mentality
something.
in it.
Let me tell you something. If
Because
I meet
the
a
both
girl,
of you-
if I meet a
because
girl,
the both of you know you're from a broken home.
if I meet
You
a girl,
get-
if I meet a
You're
girl,
raised the same way.
yes, you
Do you
get.
get?
So there's a special
Yes.
way people from broken home are being raised.
Obviously now. if I meet a girl that is raised from, let's say, a broken home, Abby, and she was raised by a man, best believe she's going to have man traits in her behavior. Me, I like, forgive me, me, I like princesses.
Yeah.
Forgive me, me, I like princesses. Just so you know, men like to be needed.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the same way women want to be missed. Men need. We don't need you to. You don't. It's not like we want to miss you. We just want you to need us. You want to be missed. We want to be needed. So if you take away this equation from the whole balance, you are a. Is it
Yes,
independent woman now?
Completion has gone. Do you get?
You are an independent woman.
You can't
You don't
cooperate.
need me. Fine, do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. From the beginning of that statement alone, house don't divide.
God bless you. Is that statement I was looking for?
Okay.
House don't divide.
Do what you want to
So
do and let me do
if
what I want to do.
if someone who was raised by I guess do this thing for myself. I gotta stand up now, cook as fast as possible, make her they go work. You say if you were raised by someone, if a single like a me now, if I was raised by a single mother, she will obviously teach you to cook because nobody is coming to cook for you. You know how to cook yourself.
But you
Abi.
can still be.
Chill. So I'm now raised with the mentality of I have to do my stuff myself. You are raised with the mentality of you have to do your stuff yourself. So if we are together and we draw a line, oh, you'll be doing this, I'll be doing this, it's fine. But if you come with someone that is coming from a full home, men will not agree to cook.
Mhm.
Will never agree to cook. As much as you guys say it's not a woman's responsibility to cook and this and that, I've met someone who said that her daddy used to wash his clothes by himself in the house, and then you expect that person now to be giving you full liberties that other people that their wife and children are arranging things for themselves. It won't make sense. So if me I'm the daddy of the house and I have to wake up one day and wash my clothes, best believe that if you want to do something, you guys will sort it out by yourself. Oh.
Wait, wait, let me get you right.
That
That's.
I have 4 girls in the house. I have a wife. My girl is 20. My girls are already 20. I have like 120, 118, let's say 112, and another person small. And you're telling me that with all the people I have in the house, I have to still at some point stand up and cook. I have to still at some point stand up and
wash
wash
your
my
clothes.
clothes. I have to still at some point stand up and do some certain things in the house. Then
See,
best believe that house is not
there are
complete.
certain
Wait,
things that
wait,
cannot happen
wait.
except you are fed as in your own responsibility as a father.
Let's see.
I've seen exactly what you are saying. I've seen it gone. Me, I used to say it. The man has failed because why will you have 18 years old or 20 years old and you be cooking, fetching water, washing plates?
Yes, now you two yourself,
That's
you're
it now.
failed now.
You should-
You and your wife, you
should
are not.
call yourself
you-
to order.
Yes, people are not training your child. People are not training your children.
Do you now know that if at some point in the marriage the man revolted this thing, the wife would have left?
No.
Oh, why would she
See,
leave?
let me tell you something.
She won't leave.
Let me tell you something
Because
about
this
women.
everything has been
You see where
gone.
you pointed.
Everything
You see where
She
you guys
won't
jumped.
leave.
You see where you guys jumped.
She-
The reason why these children are not washing clothes is the mother.
It's not.
It is.
Okay,
Honestly,
it's not.
Okay, see, what if the mother?
If
Wait. What if the mom has
if-
actually
if-
reported out to you that daddy Bebo, I asked Daniel to go fetch water for me today. Daniel refused. I've called him 2 to 3 times and
Then
he's like,
you-
then I don't
You guys are
she's
missing
reporting
the
it.
point. You
is
guys
the
are
point?
missing the
David, let me tell you
point.
something. Wait, calm down. Listen.
There's
Wait,
marriage now.
You guys are missing the point here.
How?
That even the wife is letting the husband wash his clothes.
Wait. Let me
Because
tell
he
you
wants to
something.
wash your clothes.
So it's not
No,
for
it's
children.
willingly.
No,
Willingly.
he has no choice.
You have no
He
choice
has no
because
choice.
your children has refused to and your wife too has refused
See,
to.
wait, no.
Wait. Your home is not in order now. Your home is not in order.
Man now
What are you
actually gets and
saying?
tells children to actually do this thing now.
You have a bad home already.
The
You have a
children
bad-
will be
you too,
leaning
you're
more
bad.
on the mother.
You too, you're bad.
See, everything boils down from.
Wait, as yes,
They say the foundation be 40. What
The-
you can do?
as the wife been washing it before, then she stopped.
You got married. You got married to
She was washing it before, then she stopped. Why did she stop?
Wait, you got married to a woman.
And why is your
She
children
will
not?
pack only her clothes out and wash. She will leave your clothes inside. Maka, why? Tell me why first. Something is wrong. Definitely something is wrong. Me, I will. The only thing I can tell you, if I'm dating you, I'll not wash your clothes. But when we are married, you are my responsibility. Just the same way I'm your responsibility. If you are dirty, I am dirty. If you are smelly, I am smelly. So as I'm washing my clothes, I will wash your clothes. The moment that lady is washing just her clothes, or she does not wash her clothes. Yes, the man has issues. The man should fix himself.
Yes, or maybe she has been washing. Maybe she.
If this head,
Oh, is there a
this head
day
is not
she-
standing straight, this neck cannot hold it. You need to position your head well. As the man, you are the head of the family. It's very simple. Tell your wife, honey, my clothes are dirty. Wash them. If maybe she's complaining, babe, see my hand, this, my hand, that. Then you as the man, get her washing machine. It's not just getting her washing machine. Make sure she's the one putting it inside. Then you can once in a while support, help the woman put the simple. But saying
What if this is just hypothetical in my head.
okay,
What if the man actually revolted before and
okay,
marriage shake, and just to let marriage continue, he decided that he's going to be washing his clothes. Abi, what if he Kukuma just let everything go, and the woman carried her children and went with her children? Abi, you know she's going to raise those children with the same mentality of
not washing clothes.
But
They
it
lie.
is not your.
Mm-mm.
Have you not met people who say it is not
It's
their
a lie.
responsibility?
Because
in the
now the
kitchen?
man is not there again.
Mhm.
And maybe she has been reporting the man, and the man has been like, the man is not saying anything about it. Then now she now went with her kids. Now she's not going to sit those kids down and tell them that
You
now
are,
your
you
dad
are
is
not
not
going
missing the
out
here.
of
point.
the
You are
marriage,
missing-
oh.
You are missing the point. We're breaking the marriage here.
Okay.
She's
That's
going
what I'm
with
saying
the
now.
kids.
Yes.
She is the original person with the mentality that I'm not supposed to wash clothes.
Wash clothes. The children will be washing it now.
No, she's not letting the
She's
children
going
wash
with
the
the
clothes too.
So,
See,
so now that she's going with the children, we'll be washing the clothes.
The man go dey
They'll be
marriage
so-
don't
no,
break now,
marriage
but she's
don't
going
break.
to raise those children with the
Children.
mentality.
without
Yeah.
mentality, they are
Yeah.
not supposed
No.
to wash a man's clothes. Abi,
A
that's what you are
man's
saying.
clothes. Okay,
But
the-
see, even me and you know that one or two upbringing we have from home, they have command, little command. There are certain things that we grow up with that as an adult now you discover that this is not supposed to be like this. One or two things. If you sit down and reason life where you see it, you
No, they
as
are-
an
no,
adult, you've already you now know
Wait,
the
you know
good
there are
and the
children.
bad.
You know there are
The good
children
and
who
leave
are
the
not
bad.
trained, but they actually trained themselves
Yes,
by
exactly.
themselves. Do you know there are
Environment,
children?
Yes,
Environment,
they
yes,
raise
yeah.
themselves by themselves.
They,
Yes.
they give themselves sense. They are like, I don't want to be like my mom. My mom
that's it.
is
Yes.
not doing well. My mom did not actually try. My dad actually put more effort. There are some children like that. So what if those
They really
children
know
happens
good
to
and
be
bad.
like, let me retrain myself.
I feel the only way the child will not call his or herself to caution is when that child is just like she is being nonchalant about everything, because you already know that this thing is bad. There are some people, girls, that will tell you that I don't think it's my responsibility to cook, to clean, to do anything. You get those children now. It's not like they cannot do it, but they put themselves in this ladder that they can never ever do this thing. They've set their heads to that thing. Why? Because of the kind
Sometimes
of
it's laziness.
since they just turn their head like that. But if they want to do it, they will do it. If they decide to pick the good from inside now and say, okay, let me cook for my man, let me cook for my children, let me do this, let me do that, they can do it. That's how it is. Those children, they will wash clothes if only they tell themselves the truth. You have to first of all see what's wrong with what you are doing for you to correct yourself. Oh.
Well, what I've drawn from this conversation is, like Cynthia said, everyone deserves a second
Very
chance.
important.
And best believe, to me, my standards are high. Let's say I believe that people from broken home can be good in a marriage. They can draw the lines between what should be and what should not be. But you have to prove to me that what should be, and what should not be, should not be. Because initially, I'm already picky to the core. I already have a very high standard to the core. So you cannot come as I am like this now. Like I've said, you cannot come to me and say, oh, you don't want to cook all the time. Because you like cooking, but you don't want it to feel like it's your responsibility. That's a red flag. You don't want it to be like, oh, I should be the one taking care of the house. The house is our own. That's a red flag. Me, I believe you can come to me and tell me, oh, later on, oh, maybe along the line, shey you cook for me now if I'm tired. If you start the conversation there, shey you cook for me now if I'm tired. That's a better starter than cancelling the fact that the kitchen is not your responsibility. Is it not true? That's because if you come to me and say the kitchen is not your responsibility, you are telling me also that to be providing funds for this family is not my responsibility. That's what you're telling me now. That's what you're telling me too now, because if this is how you want it to be, then let's equate let me be keeping 80%, what am I saying, 80? Let me be keeping 50% of my money, and then you will know about the 50% of the other half. Then I'll now give you 20% of the 50% that you know of. Obviously now, you equate everything. Oh, this has been an insightful episode for Let's Talk About Tomorrow, sorry. And yeah, maybe it should not be a yardstick, but the person and the characteristics of the person should be a very good yardstick.
Exactly.
Have a very, very good conversation with this person you are dating. I actually even believe that this dating thing, maybe we're not taking this with a good state, because before they used to match make, Abby, and then maybe your daughter have bad character, we don't know, but you're hiding it inside your house, and then you go and tell Brother Ungozi
What about daughter? What about the...
Let me land now. You go and tell Brother Ungozi that, oh, I have a child. Bring your son, let's marry. What if the son has bad character too? And the family comes together, and you know that back in the days, marriage no they break at all. You have to be in that house. They tolerate each other, but now it's not like that. Now that we have the opportunity to be with our partner pre-marriage, Abi, we should get to know our partner.
Utilize
it well. Ask questions. Sorry to say this. I know your partner to the core. So that they will show you that bad character that they have.
You see, imagine.
Oh no, I believe in that. I believe in that. Like, let us see who she is.
Not to bring out the devil or the beast inside the person.
Obviously. You know that there's a way someone will actually react. I'm speaking to you now, me and my viewer, we're talking to each other. There's a way your partner will react. You will know that this is a sensible reaction. Now if you annoy me, I'm not going to raise my hand on you. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. I'm going to turn around. I'm not going to say anything. I'll be there. No, I'm not gaslighting. I'll be there. Oh. We can eat together. We can sleep on the same bed. Do you get? We can, oh, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Do you need anything? Or you don't need anything? But you see that our casual conversation, oh, babe, this is what happened in the office. You will not get it. Because you should know that I'm pissed at you. That's the best way I can show you that something is up. And if you see that your partner is not someone who is ready to change for you, just so you know, this is my rapping. I want to rap with this. Love is in itself selfish. It is selfish act. You love this person because this person compliments you. You love this person because you can gain something from this person. But love truly should be selfless. If you are not willing to let go of a certain thing, let's use the word sacrifice. If you are not willing to sacrifice without a return, like I'm letting go of this thing and nothing's going to come out of it for me, but because this person is worth it, this person has been good to me, I have to let this thing go. Let this person be happy. Let me be sad though, but let this person be happy, and this person is going to appreciate this thing I'm going to do for the person. So let me do it. If you are not willing, if you can't do that, if you can't make that kind of sacrifice, then the love is not genuine.
The question is, do you really love, or you love how the person makes
Treat
you feel?
You will marry a good husband. Jesus.
Amen.
Well, this has been a wonderful episode. It was nice to have you, Cynthia. It was nice to have you, Dan. It was nice to have you, Ajoke. And that's all on this episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Now no me say no be asked.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.